video. This is some bullshit. I'm heated. My second phone, it was like, it dropped down to fucking 2G service. Didn't even want to, oh my fucking God. So look, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this. We're gonna play this again. And I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Hope everybody have a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, cool night. Let's go. Again.
Canyon, and researchers are saying that this might be a case of mass hysteria.
So there's kind of a weird story coming out of the Grand Canyon. I started seeing posts on Facebook about somebody coming down with weird illnesses after rafting the Grand Canyon. So we reached out to one of the guys who said he's been sick. He's been sick for weeks after coming through the Grand Canyon. He said it started with an infection in his knee, and then it went into flu-like symptoms and crushing muscle and joint pain. He says he's had it ever since and just can't shake it.
And I mean, like, I try to explain it to you. I mean, it feels like I did a hard workout every day, even though I've done nothing except for sit on my butt.
He also says doctors don't really know what it is. Well, now the National Park Service is investigating what's going on down there because he's not the only one who's reported it. On Facebook, there have been other people who've said, yes, in my group, there were 4, 5, 6 other people who came down with the exact same thing after rafting the river. So right now, the National Park Service is trying to figure out what exactly is going on, as are the people who were down there. Of course, for more, click on 12news.com.
As of right now,
my guess is something in the water. Second guess is something bitter. Third guess is there's something mysterious going on in the Grand Canyon that ain't nobody talking about. Something unseen. Now, y'all probably think something mysterious like an alien or a monster. No. Government experiment. So it's either something in the water, something bitter, or government experiment. We could chuck it up. As that he was probably already coming down with something he didn't know. So we can only speculate.
National Park Service has no idea what's causing this. They're also refusing to talk about the extent of the illnesses, the potential diagnosis, or other details because the investigation is currently underway. And even though some doctors have no idea what's happening here, they believe this could even be mass hysteria or something far more taking place here.
And that mass hysteria shit is just to make us look like we're fucking crazy. But if there's multiple people, more than 6 other people, or they say 5 or 6 other people, including the guy, then come on now. That's not mass hysteria. And plus, when you say mass hysteria, that means a mass of people. 6 or 7 people is not a mass. Even when they say a choir or fucking church mass or a choir mass is more than 7 fucking people. This is not mass hysteria. They trying to just call motherfuckers crazy.
But the thing is, and in my own personal opinion, the Grand Canyon is a very weird and mysterious place. There are also multiple locations you cannot go or even fly over. When it comes to the mysteriousness,
there's locations that you cannot go or fly over. Leading back to military experiment.
Grand Canyon is kind of treated like Antarctica. So part of me wonders if they're trying to spread a bogus story about people getting sick at the Grand Canyon, something that doctors are completely stumped about.
Oh yeah, they could be yep, that's another possibility. It could be a bogus story. Keep doctors guessing, keep people guessing, and keep people away from the Grand Canyon.
To try to stop people from entering or going to the Grand Canyon for whatever reason.
Just
but moving on, I saw this off of Barry Steph's channel, and between these synthetic cells and these robots, you really have to ask yourself, what exactly are they making?
MIT just built artificial muscle fibers that match the power density of real human muscle and run on electricity with zero motors.
I covered some shit about MIT. They're making humanoid motherfucking bots. I talked about that. The motherfuckers making humanoids. Like honestly, it's like, come on now, y'all don't see what the fuck going on? They're publicizing our replacement.
Zero pumps and zero moving parts. Meet Ozgun Kilik Afsar, who published in Science Robotics describing fibers 2 millimeters thick that contract and relax using nothing but an electric field and sealed fluid inside each strand. And that's where every robot ever built using motors new approach. Every robot today moves using motors or hydraulics that are heavy, loud, and nothing like how biological muscle actually works. And the reason fluid-driven soft robots never went mainstream is that they all required massive external pumps that made them impossible to wear or deploy. Apsar's team solved that by building the pump directly inside the fiber itself, where injecting electrical charge into fluid generates ions that drag the liquid and create movement with no mechanical parts. And because one side contracts while the other relaxes, they work in the same paired way your bicep and tricep do when you bend your arm. Here's where it gets insane. The fibers match skeletal muscle and power density at 50 watts per kilogram, contract 20% of their length in just 0.3 seconds, are completely silent, and can be bundled and woven together just like biological muscle to scale force across an entire robotic system.
So it's kind of funny. They found out that nothing beats the natural design, and now they are twisting the natural design into their own version.
We are getting closer to the Matrix being real every day. Look at this. Scientists say for the first time they have built a cell from scratch.
This round circle here represents a cell built from scratch. It's a one of a kind, and get this, it can feed, grow, and replicate like a natural cell. What do you think about that?
Feed, grow, and replicate like a natural cell. This could usher in the era of made-to-order organisms that function like living machines. Now, in case you're not grasping what that could mean, let me ask you this. How well do you know your neighbors? How well do you know your family, your husband? Do you think you would know who they were no matter what? Well, remember back in March when there was that startup that pitched the idea of brainless human clones? And then, of course, there's been talk since 2016 of uploading the human mind to a computer, which Elon Musk says is true, and that Jeff Bezos would probably be the one to do it. Amazon.
And we saw the movie starring Johnny Depp.
is building a lot of data centers. But anyway, besides the possibility of them being able to create a made-to-order doppelganger of anyone,
How much of a role that these quote-unquote data centers play when it comes to whatever they are building and ushering in. But it's getting so bad that some states are being told that they have to heavily conserve resources because of these data centers. This video I saw off of Wall Street 8.
You may have already heard it in the news that the county I live in has about 50 data centers or something like that, and they're asking people to start preserving power.
What?
On top of that, we're being asked to start preserving water.
Get the fuck out of here.
50 dollars.
Man, they killing us.
In this county.
Blow them
And mind
bitches
you,
up.
our temperature,
Video I saw off of Wall Street 8.
you may have already heard it in the news that the county I live in has about 50 data centers or something like that, and they're asking people to start preserving power.
What?
On top of that, we're being asked to start preserving water.
Get the fuck out of here.
Data centers.
Man,
at
they
least
killing us.
in this county.
Blow them
And mind
bitches
you,
up.
our temperatures are about to hit an average of 120 degrees across the state. But you want us to preserve water and power so the data centers can run.
Blow them bitches up.
And we're going to be the ones fitting the bill for all that power that gets used up. You know what? I am so sick and tired of all of this. I can't.
So this woman that's speaking, she lives in Virginia, and just in case you don't know how bad the data center issue is in Virginia, just this one area in Virginia called Data Center Alley, they have the largest concentration of data centers in the world. They have 685 facilities with many more planned, and the water usage is enormous in the state. So they use a very large amount of power and water, like we know, but the water consumption is significant in Virginia, 2.1 billion gallons in 2023. This is up 86% just since 2019, and it's get worse because they have a lot more planned. And she's talking about they're being asked to conserve water and power. And that's also correct. If you take a look here, residents are being sent conservation requests. They're saying it's because of heat and drought, and I'm sure it partially is, but again, it doesn't help that you have data centers using billions of gallons of water. This issue is only going to get worse if people don't say enough.
This
shit's only gonna get worse if people don't start blowing up these data centers and start eliminating these evil motherfuckers that's taking your. We need water to survive. We need water. So why in the frosted mini fuck we ain't doing shit about this?
kind of situation is getting so out of control, and the city officials know that the residents absolutely do not want them. They are now going behind the residents' back and signing NDAs, and they're not even telling the residents anymore. They're even communicating with those that are bringing these data centers in.
Have you personally signed any NDA, any agreement, or had any private communication, such as meetings, phone calls, text messages, or emails, with any developer, company, landowner, or representative regarding any current or potential project that could affect Tyrone Township? Chris or Beth?
No.
Dean?
No.
Jennifer?
I'm not answering your question. This is not the time and place.
It is
Wow.
whatever I want. Don't tell me what I can
I
say.
don't have to answer you.
But you're communicating with me, Jennifer. I didn't think you were supposed to do that. Great cards. How about you? Yes or no?
Not the police. We've already discussed this. So
Who's already discussed it? I'm sorry? Who's already discussed it?
discussed.
Who has? Who's discussed it? I've not discussed this with you. What are you saying? Pam Loeffler? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm talking to people. You work for
Herman
us.
Ferguson? Won't answer? Zach Tucker.
Mike, stop. You say
Excuse
guilty
me?
one more time, you're up. I'm not tolerating.
Exactly. They work for the people, but it hasn't been that way for some time, especially when it comes to these data centers and these data center companies that are filling these officials' pockets with money. And what's creepy is that a new data center pops up before these people even realize one was even being built.
Yep.
Of course, I had to find some proof of these cameras doing more than just reading some license plates. So check it out. Here's a guy walking down the street, and he catches his camera, taking pictures of him with no cars around, just tracking him and his face as he's walking down the street. And these are next to your splash pads, your schools, your parks, places where you and your family just rest. This is getting out of hand.
You're not tracking just cars. I'm gonna show you. See how it's starting to flash right there? When I'm
Ooh,
walking
it's
towards
flashing.
it? They're taking pictures of faces because there's not a car in sight. And if I'm not moving, watch what it does. Watch what it does when I'm not moving.
Nothing.
So watch what happens when I start. Oh, there it goes.
It's flashing.
It's tracking.
Get
So
the
there's no
fuck
car
out.
in sight. There's nothing in sight.
I'm destroying these flock cameras.
Now listen, as this guy explains the different types of their capabilities. Some of these things have microphones on them.
I gotta say this. I posted up some motherfucking comments and it's not popping up on my main fucking phone. And I got everything set. It's all messages. Where the fuck? Kiss my motherfucking ass. Anyway, let's go.
That listen for keywords, and they're not even just, it has nothing to do with just license plate scanners. The capabilities of these cameras we will probably never know fully.
This particular device does not have a camera in it. It has a very sensitive microphone connected to AI. It listens for, quote, sounds of distress. The only way it can detect sounds of distress is if it's always listening. And then, what is the threshold for a sound of distress is a matter of policy. When the news segment aired, they showed me sharing my concerns about how this technology is going to be used.
This is 1984 on steroids. We allowed Flock to come in under their, oh, we're just taking pictures of license plates to find cars. And now it's turned into one, record your face and your movements. Another one, record your voice. It has gotten out of control. And again, the city officials do not care. This next video comes from South America, and it really goes to show just how much these cameras are surveilling.
Used against you, the general population, sometime in the future. Let's take a look. So what you're seeing here is approximately 2 blocks of a small town with several flock camera systems recording every single point of movement in the town as if it was something that might be a criminal offense, and then logging it here in a database to be used later against you if the time should arise. So this is just 2 city blocks, and this is the amount of data flock cameras found in less than 20 minutes. Hundreds and hundreds of different points. Flock cameras seem to be doing nothing more than tracking the movements of every single thing. Human, car, even animals were seen being surveilled by the flock camera systems. This is sickening. This is not just license plate readers. This is an everything reader. Every point of movement is being read by a flock camera. Of course, here's your heat map of flock. Every square inch of human living in the United States is now being monitored by flock cameras. 110,432 flock cameras as of July 2nd, 2026.
This is sick. This is beyond dystopian. And I know some people say, well, what's the problem? As long as you have nothing to hide, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, there shouldn't be a problem.
Right. But the same thing, just like y'all don't care about freedom of speech, that means your bitch ass don't got nothing to say anyway. I don't got nothing to hide. I don't care about this shit. I don't care about the attack of freedom of speech. Yeah, because you don't got nothing to say. You're not going to stand up and fight. I got nothing to hide. Let me tell you something. The moment the government says that flock camera caught you, you better prove yourself. Because they was about to lock up a lady, and because she had like a dash cam and the timestamp, saved her fucking life.
We have been seeing time and time again, there has been a strong uptick of people being falsely accused because of these facial scanning cameras.
You got any shoes or anything on you? Are you me, man? I'm not.
This morning, a Florida husband and father is suing multiple law enforcement agencies after being wrongfully arrested, he says, due to a flawed AI facial recognition technology.
See? Another one.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm gonna put you in the
Real shit. What else can you do? You either gonna sue their ass or shoot their ass. They're using AI to capture people that are not criminals. Think about that. Stop and think about it for one fucking moment. It could be you next. And the man that got caught proves evidence of him not even being in the area where the fucking incident occurred. Don't get me wrong, case dismissed, got thrown out, but it still took him a year to get it off his fucking record. And you plead your case, there's like, it's a 93% match. 93%. 93. Don't get me wrong, we look similar, but I've never been in that area. And plus I do this and I do that. Look at cell phone metadata. Check my metadata, you dumb bitch. Fuck the police. You either sue their ass or you shoot their ass. Let's go.
Up in the foot. This is nuts. Police body camera video obtained by our affiliate Gulf Coast News showing the 2024 arrest outside Robert Dillon's home.
I was basically telling him this is crazy. I have no idea who did this, but it's not me.
Authorities were looking for a suspect who tried to lure a child at a restaurant in Jacksonville Beach, more than 300 miles away.
To be accused of a heinous crime of that nature, I'm thinking I may not be coming back home.
Investigators submitted surveillance images of the suspect into a facial recognition program,
Bullshit.
which revealed a 93% match of facial features to Dillon. But not only was Dillon incorrectly identified, he's never even been to Jacksonville Beach.
I argued with the police officer for 20 minutes, and he insisted that I know that I'm looking at your mugshot.
Weeks after his arrest, the state attorney's office dropped the case, but it took nearly a year to wipe it from his record.
It's horrible that this AI.
Yeah, it's horrible that this AI is fucking people's lives up. And yet they gonna keep on bringing it. Don't worry. We're gonna destroy them all. We're gonna destroy these bitches. Fuck property damage. And fuck these private companies. And fuck the government. And fuck fuck all this shit.
In the hands of people that aren't qualified to use it.
We've reached out to all law enforcement agencies being sued by Dillon with the help of the ACLU. Only the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office responded. They're the ones who oversee the use of the technology. They said, in part, the assertion that PCSO failed to train is patently false. And they also said it was wrong for the Jacksonville Beach police officer to arrest someone based solely on facial recognition. Rebecca?
Yeah, and it just reinforces we have this technology, but we still need humans and their judgment in these calls. Victor?
This next video comes
Yes,
from Carl.
we still need humans. And like the way she said it, like we still need humans. We still need humans. One more time. We still need humans. Someone to understand the situation. And a lot of people is going to be fucked up by this until we start destroying it. But let's keep going.
Womack 50, and he does a lot of videos still talking about the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. And in this video, he talks about how he notices that there's a lot of cars that have been left over that nobody has been claiming. And the question happens to be, where are the people? Where are the people?
Where are the people who own these vehicles? Where are they? Where are the people who own these vehicles? Where are they? They got tags on them, by the way. But yet, all this time, nobody's come to claim them. You know that the police had to run the tag numbers. But yet, nobody's ever come to claim them. Maybe they were at the hotel and were swept away by that flood. It's a good possibility. Out here in the foreground, there's other vehicles. There's other vehicles out here. They got tags on them. Why hasn't anybody come to claim them? And you have to assume that they were staying at this hotel. I mean, the hotel was gone, of course, now. But this was the Geneva Hotel. Lake Lure, North Carolina. swept away by Hurricane Helene. Where are these people at? Now, I've been reading about the state laws in North Carolina about, vehicles left on other people's property, etc. And then there's other things to consider. But I mean, you got vehicles out here. And by the way, that in the foreground out there, that's an Audi. Those are not cheap.
Right,
Even
that's
if
not
you put
cheap.
that thing out for parts, you could probably get a decent amount of income from it.
Mhm.
But nobody's come to claim these vehicles after nearly 2 years.
After
It
2
makes you
years.
wonder, how many people were actually swept away by that flood?
Damn.
How many? Because I can tell you one thing right now, if I was alive and I had an Audi, believe me, I'd come back and claim it. Makes you wonder, don't it? What's the real number? What is the real number of people made unalive because of Hurricane Helene?
The official number of people that passed away due to Hurricane Helene was just over 250, and you have a lot of people saying that there's just no way, because when that number came out, there was still over 2,000 people reported missing. Matter of fact, North Carolina officials said that they significantly overcounted how many people had passed away from the hurricane. Originally, the number was over 260. They brought it down to 225, and then the final number was like 252. But I think this is something that was swept under the rug and forgotten about.
I had to explain to him something that had to be explained to me, even as a rescuer. When I watched the National Guard and they confirmed that the snows I had been snowing were most likely bodies, I was like, well, where are they? So I can get to them. You can't get to them. They're crushed in debris. They're up in trees. They're under sediment. They're under sand. Unfortunately, it will be a very long time before you find all these people that are missing. And I haven't even had internet, so I don't even know what the number is. And they don't have a number here yet because we're still getting communication.
And where is here generally? Would you call this Green
This
Mountain?
is called Red Hill.
Red Hill.
That's called Green Mountain.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. The county line, what's the river? The river's way wider.
Yeah.
So we're in both counties. It's changed.
Right.
That's crazy. Possibly over 100 bodies in just a stretch of 6 miles alone. And it's not just her, but there were a number of rescuers that came out and said that there were just people upon people they could not get or have any access to. Same thing with places like Hawaii. When the Maui fires happened, the official number of people that were being told passed away was just 102. But who knows the countless others that are still missing or have ended up deceased or have been taken against their own will.
Agent just went on the stand and said that he believes that Tyler Robinson met with a TP USA representative the morning of September 10th.
The driver of the vehicle exits the vehicle and then walks on foot to exit the parking garage. It's the individual in the red t-shirt and the shorts and shoes.
And do you believe you recognize who that person is?
Yes.
Who is that?
I believe that's Tyler Robinson.
All right, and where does he go from there?
He heads out of the parking garage on foot into the campus and actually goes to the quad area of the campus. At that time, he makes contact with some representatives from TP USA.
I'm sorry, what? You believe that Tyler Robinson went and made contact with a TP USA representative? This is mind-blowing information. And the question is, if this is in fact Tyler Robinson and he did make contact with somebody at TP USA, who did he talk to and why? There are cameras all over the UVU campus. And even though UVU said that they did not have cameras on the roof before the assassination on September 10th, they certainly had cameras that were covering the courtyard area where Tyler Robinson supposedly met with the representative at TP USA. So we need to roll that footage to see exactly who he met with. Who do you think it is?
That video comes from WFF News, and when it comes to this whole Charlie Kirk stuff, I think at the end of the day, they're all working together. It was one big plot against the public, not only to give us something to distract ourselves with, but also this was meant to pit us against one another. That's why when it happened, one of the trending keywords was Civil War. There are a lot of people that believe Charlie Kirk is still alive, and more than likely he is, but whether he is or isn't, we'll never know the truth because it's just one giant psyop. Let's not forget all the 33s that surround this event. They captured Tyler Robinson in 33 hours. The governor was praying for 33 hours. Somebody was driving for 33 hours to paint a mural for Charlie Kirk.
Nobody is praying for 33 hours. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Ain't nobody praying for 33 hours. Oh, shit. I could probably think the longest amount of a prayer session would probably be 7 or 8, like a whole fucking day of prayer and listening to church music, praising, walking and yelling through the house and shit. Yeah, I'd probably say 7 hours max. But due to the attention spans of today, motherfuckers praying for like 3 or 4 hours probably.
The number of people that had lost their jobs for making fun of Charlie Kirk was exactly 33. It was a psyop designed to, again, distract and put people against one another.
Check out all these Waymos. Okay, 1, 2.
The number of Waymo vehicles goes on and on and on. This video was taken Saturday night in San Francisco's Presidio after the fireworks went off from the Golden Gate Bridge.
Wow, there's like 20 of them, yo. There was a lot of Waymos that got stuck.
People were saying that they were stuck in traffic for hours.
In fact, this is additional video of a Waymo backup in another area of the Presidio.
What the heck? They're parking in the street?
Waymo says on July 4th, extreme traffic congestion in northern San Francisco disrupted normal operations for several Waymo vehicles. Many in the area told us their cell service was completely down. Professor Emeritus of Carnegie Mellon University, Phil Koopman, spent 20 plus years studying autonomous vehicles.
There's no communications, he can't get the help, and now it's stuck. But you also have a problem, they don't have that many remote assistants. It's a few dozen. And so if 100 cars all get stuck at the same time, there aren't enough people to all get unstuck at the same time.
Waymo worked with officials to eventually clear the cars,
but if they said if the service was down and it knocks out all the cars, why you don't have a service to turn them all back on? It's my question. It made me think that this was designed to happen to fuck over people.
Some idled for so long they ran out of power and had to be towed. And then there was this video showing a Waymo driving over a lit firework with people inside.
But the more me and my thoughts we were talking about were like, something really bad could have happened to us, something bad could have happened to the people around us. Like, it was a very scary situation. Like, thinking about it still today, I'm like really grateful to be here, honestly.
That Waymo did not catch fire, but another unoccupied one did. No one was hurt in either case, and Waymo said, quote, "We take situations like this seriously and are committed to evaluating and learning from these events."
Oh my gosh. The long roads of San Francisco, it was just a row of Waymos. I didn't see a single normal car. It was just Waymos. It was.
Oh yeah, we got Waymos here in Detroit too. They run around with people in them, but I guess it's like training or something. I don't know what the fuck going on, but we're getting Waymos in Detroit.
Crazy.
Now, the fact that the Golden Gate Bridge was closed did not help things here, even though it was likely the reason we saw such massive crowds, everyone wanting to see fireworks that were launched off the bridge. State law now allows autonomous vehicles to be sighted.
This was designed to happen. You ain't about to go see the fireworks. We're going to have y'all on the bridge.
Clear, though, if that happened. J.R. Stone, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
As soon as I saw this, I was instantly reminded of that scene from that movie, Leave the World Behind, where all the Teslas were blocking the road, and if anything pops off or anything happens, could this be one of the ways they stop people from leaving, trapping people in?
Yep.
Yes, MK Ultra never really ended, and it's instead been upgraded into your AirPods. It's an official patent submitted by Apple to include EEG signal tracking within the new AirPod structure. EEG is how your brainwaves are monitored. So say you're in a heightened state of awareness, or maybe you're in a really bad mood. That means that Apple AirPods would be able to would potentially even be able to influence it. Because who's to say they can't also give information as well as receive it? For those of you that don't know what MK Ultra is, this was actually an experiment done in the 50s and 60s by the CIA in America, and they were basically looking at how they can control people's minds via subconscious reprogramming. You can get into your subconscious mind via a variety of things, music and audio being one of them. A huge part of the MK Ultra program was into acoustic neuromodulation, which is essentially how certain frequencies and repetitive sounds can get somebody into a highly impressionable state where their subconscious mind is easily hacked. If the person is in this brainwave state, anything can be implanted. Thoughts, fears, compliance. Let your mind wonder with that one. The difference with that program is it requires heavy machine.
Yeah, those Apple AirPods. Me personally, like the way they showed it on the goddamn screen. I was looking at my AirPods. I'm like, damn, them bitches look just like the AirPods I got. You know, but still though, if they can do that, shit, man, the fucking shit is diabolical. The shit is dia-fucking-bolical. I'm like, real shit.
In isolated rooms, whereas we willingly put in electrodes into our ear just because they play our favorite song. What do you think about this? Is history repeating itself in another form, or is it just me overthinking?
That video came from Be the Master, and yeah, MK Ultra ended, but the only reason why it ended, something far more advanced had taken its place. That advanced thing was MK Search. Supposedly MK Search had ended.
Yeah, after MK Search, after MK Ultra, it was MK Search, and after MK Search, it was MK Frequency.
And after that, then they started getting into frequencies. But what is being presented with these technologies, things that we put into our ears and it goes right into our brain, is another thing that's a part of these projects.
Will 2027 be the slowest year for new car sales ever? And why do I say that? Because I said it to you earlier in previous videos that AI will be taking control of everything in your vehicle, and that includes everything that you do. And once again, this falls within the federal guidelines that all new vehicles in the year 2027 are required to have what's called federal surveillance technology. And this is...
And it's called federal surveillance technology. It's called federal surveillance technology. They're telling you in your face. Oh, yes. 2027 is going to be the lowest, and I repeat, the lowest year for people buying cars. Now, they can flip that around and be on some bullshit and be like, y'all can't drive your old cars on the road because it's affecting the economy. They can pull some shit like that and force you to buy these bullshit ass cars because you know you got to go to work. They know you got to go from point A to point B. And some of these motherfuckers care about status. I got a car. I'm better than you. You don't have a car. That type of shit. Even the phone agrees. They can pull that shit. But if they do, don't fold under pressure. They can't arrest everybody in the goddamn country. There's motherfuckers that got antique cars that they still drive. Still good, you know. So it's like, yo. But I covered this though. I covered this. There's about to make the new cars. It's gonna sense you and all the shit you doing. And if your ass is in a fucking tired state or an angry state or any type of emotional state, your car might not even fucking start. And if you're a criminal, guess what? They said that some of these cars might drive your ass straight to the police station or stop your car, lock you in your car till the police come. Crazy work. This, like motherfucker said, this is 1984 on steroids. Watch the movie 1984. But they're doing it in our face. They're telling us, man, it's on all levels. And you wonder why I want to burn this bitch the fuck down.
So basically, once again, everything you do in your vehicle, from sneezing to drinking to eating to anything that you like to do, they will be able to see it. And that also includes your driving habits. You know, if you like to speed, jam the brakes, talk while you drive, everything. Have a look at this technology that's in the brand new Infinity.
That right there is a driver monitor camera, those two red eyes. Yep, they're tracking my eyes. But if that wasn't enough for you, there's another camera here watching, and then there's another one up top. They can see everything that you and all of your passengers do.
These cameras are basically in plain sight. If you didn't know, you wouldn't even see them. Look at that right there as they watch you as you drive. And this one right here, right above the dash, is pointed right at your passenger seat. And then there's that one right there to see what everybody in the backseat is doing in the vehicle while it's in motion. And as I mentioned to you earlier...
And this is in the new Infinity. I forgot what company made Infinity. Is it Chrysler? I know it's not Chevy. No, it's not Ford. It got to be Chrysler. The Chrysler Infinity. Or is it Nissan? It might be a company from across the world. Shit, who knows? But I think Infinity Chrysler probably. I'm not sure. But they put it inside the new Chrysler. I mean, the motherfucking new the new Infinity.
Previous videos, AI will have the technology to shut the vehicle down or alert authorities if it's being driven too fast or even reckless. It will also monitor your behavior once you get in the vehicle and sit.
I covered all this.
And as of right now, there's no way for you to even turn this off. So if your vehicle and your emotional state is not in a calm one, that vehicle may not even start. So I guess my question to you is, after seeing these cameras installed in the brand new Infinity, how much control of the vehicle do you actually have? And are you going to purchase a brand new vehicle if it includes surveillance systems, such as what I just showed you? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Yep. That's it for that. This is rapid fire news. I'm about to try to go to sleep. And I'll be up in the afternoon. Might go live again. If I sleep a little longer, I don't know what time I'm going to wake up. But last night was fucking crazy. I got off work at the usual time. Supposed to wait on my shit. And that bitch took an hour. But the motherfucking shit that motherfucker rode up the other block, that had to been my bus. Because, you know, it was only bus supposed to be riding out at this time on the side that I'm on. There's no other buses riding up the street but one bus. So like, since another bus was riding up the street behind me, was supposed to be riding up my street, it had to be my bus. There's no other explanation. And there was nobody on it, so chances are the bus broke down and he's driving to the motherfucking bus repair station. So what happened last night, my motherfucking bus didn't show up. And I was heated about that. I did a live for like a fucking hour. and shit. Then I'm like, man, I've been out here for a fucking hour. Fuck this shit. You know, I got back in and I had to grab some shit for the live for later, but I also wanted to do something now. Shit. It is 8:26 in the morning. Yeah, I know that's some bullshit. Out there for an hour. Mind you, it was late at night. It was a cool night, peaceful, but shit. Once I noticed the fucking time factor, I'm like, oh my God, now I'm out here for goddamn. I got out there around like 2:30. The most it come to like 3 something. That bitch ain't come to like a little after 4. Out there for an hour and some change. Oh man. Oh. But I'm about to rest up. When I get back up, I'll go live again. And yeah, it's gonna be some other news for the HHN. I just hope my phone work. You know, and it don't be on that bullshit. But I got some news about that case with that kid that got killed. And got some news on China. I got some news on Ibrahim Traore. And got some news in the UK. Yeah, we going around the world with this one. It's been a minute since I've been around the world. So yeah, so we're gonna travel around the world with this one. We got UK, China, Burkina Faso, and Africa. And we got the UK. I think I just said that. All right. I'll catch y'all in a minute. HHN Rapid Fire News. Be out. Salute Soul Brother. And salute everybody else that came to that last one that had no sound on it. I fucking like laid back a little bit, rested my eyes, woke up, I saw there was no sounds. Like, what the fuck? No sounds. Like, fuck it. Let me just delete this shit. Like, it was already 24 minutes into it. I was like, damn, 24 minutes, no sound? Bullshit. So I deleted the last video. Had to do this one. Now I'm about to go to sleep, or at least try. And I catch y'all. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna smoke this last blunt, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Salute Soul Brother. Much love to my goddess Vanta. She at work. See when I get off. And catch everybody on the next one. Peace.